All right, I want to say shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who teaches this truth and rule well. Salutations to Yakim, pushing his word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom. I'm Yakim Bar Karaj, GMS Kansas City branch. I'm going to another lesson. Avarat Tazar. To be edifying, man. And we almost out of here, Akim, man. DJ Trump is at it again, man. He's basically he's took out an Iranian general, all right, because it's been Tuesday. I believe it was Tuesday, where you had protesters who basically sabotaged the U.S. Embassy, all right, somewhere. I forget where it was. I believe it was actually in Iran. Iran protesters who basically sabotaged the U.S. embassy or whatever they did. But Trump retaliated by killing a general, Iranian general, man. So this is an act of war. If anybody know anything about politics or been paying attention to anything to go on with the military or just news period, this is just an act of war by doing something like this, man. It's just another step closer to getting up out of Babylon, man. So I'm going to read this article and I'm going to grab a few precepts. This says President Donald Trump killing one of Iran's top military commanders mean the elimination of a dangerous U.S. foe, but also represents a risky escalation in a volatile feud that could backfire on the U.S. personnel and allies in the Middle East and beyond. All right, so this thing can go. It can be an all-out war, on all of America allies, and it says in the Middle East, and we know that that's what the Most High is going to bring all the nations to judge them. Is in that Middle Eastern area, man. When you read Joel, the 3rd chapter, Lord willing, we get it, all right? So this is just the Most High lining everything up, man. All the chips, it's going to be a domino effect, man. When everything happened, it's going to be like a trickle-down effect. Everything just going to fall in order, man, because Most High's putting everything in place. All right, it says the Pentagon confirmed Thursday that, if I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, it's Qasem Soleimani, who leads Iran's elite Quad force, was killed in what it termed a defense action. Iraq and other media said Soleimani died in an air attack at Baghdad's international airport. Some media accounts describe the airstrike as coming from a U.S. drone, but the Pentagon did not specify. All right, so this is show you, man. This is just Esau using his devices, man. That's the same thing he gonna use on you, Jakes. He sent a drone, that basically at an airport, basically at an airport in Baghdad to basically to kill these people, and they succeeded because they killed the top general. All right, so Esau is just flexing, showing off some of the gadgets that he has right now, man. But this is some of the same things that he's gonna use on you, Jake, out there, man. All right, doing Jacob's trouble in martial law. All right. But finish reading in this article. It says, at the directions of the president, the U.S. military has taken decisive defense action to protect U.S. personnel aboard by killing Qasem Soleimani, the head of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Quad Force, a U.S. Designated foreign terrorist organization. The Pentagon said General Soleimani was actively developing plans to attack America, diplomats, and service members in Iraq and throughout the region. It And that just shows you that, these countries, that's just the Most High getting everything in place, man. These countries are planning to attack Babylon, especially because they don't like DJ Trump. DJ slapped them with a lot of tariffs right now. He's been a headache for all people right now, even his allies. You know what I mean? So he's just like a real madman. I mean, that's cool. That's why we say we have nothing against DJ Trump, man, because Lord will, through the Spirit, he's gonna be the guy that bring forth the prophecies, man, of Babylon being destroyed. All right, which is America. All right. So finish reading this article. It says, blaming him for recent attacks on U.S. troops in the U.S. embassy in Baghdad. This strike was aimed at deterring future Iranian attack plans. All right, so yeah, because it was I believe it was an embassy. I guess U.S. had an embassy in Baghdad that was basically attacked and raided by protesters or whatever. I don't know if anybody was injured, or whatever the case may be. But this is a retaliation of that. You know what I'm saying? And this is basically an act of war. Matter of fact, let's just go into the scriptures. Because this is what this is, man. This is just basically an act of war. We can close out of that. And we'll just dive into scriptures, man. Yeah, man. We that closer to World War III, man. We that much closer to being out of here, man. And it's just through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he's having all these things come to pass right now, because it all makes sense, because you got the persecution of the men of the Lord that's actually taking place in the earth right now. You got the chip that's actually being slowly rolled out before our eyes, man. You got all these different things. You got all these Esau. He has his troops and everything in place to basically, when all hell break loose, to basically to try to establish order out of chaos with dealing with the people here in Babylon. All right. So what we gonna start with? We're gonna start in Revelations. Let's read it. Revelations 11 and 14. It says, the second woe is past. All right, and that woe is going into destruction. It's talking about World War I and World War II and World War III. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third cometh quickly. All right, so this World War III is coming quickly, man. As you can see, man, it's been going on. DJ Trump been slapping tariffs on all these different nations, having airstrikes, strikes on these different nations, man, shooting missiles, all these different things. And you got these other nations who actually have nuclear capability as well, not as America. So they're going to be looking to destroy America too. All right, because the scripture says that, that all these different nations, they're going to have able and be the capability of having nuclear weapons as well, man. This is Isaiah 9 and 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood." Man, basically talking about, because in the ancient world, it was, battles was you was met up and you was a warrior, man. You have bucklers and shields, you have horses, swords, and you'll basically meet up. Like you see that example a lot in movies, man. When you look at the movie like 300, when you look at like a movie like I think it was called Braveheart with Mel Gibson. Basically, with you had this big old war. It was some like how it was on Avengers. Somewhat like that, where it was, you meet in the battlefield and everybody just clash. This is what this is speaking about. It says, let's read it again, verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, man. So this is going nuclear. World War III is going nuclear, man. You can see all these different countries like China, Russia, North Korea, all these different places. They even our Iran, they have nuclear capabilities, man. They testing missiles. All right, all these different countries have some kind of device where they can go to war. That's why the scriptures speak. This is going to be fuel and flames of fire, man, because the scriptures talk about this place being destroyed by nuclear missiles. All right. So let's just get let's go from there. Let's get Joel, the 3rd chapter, where basically it speaks on the same thing. All right. This is Joel 3:1. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. All right. Well, the Most High is putting everything in place so he can deliver us. It's verse 2. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. That's why you seen in that Middle Eastern area where me in that article where it talks about throughout the Middle Eastern area, because that's what where this war is going to take place in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Is it over there in the Middle Eastern area, all right? And it says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land, right? So this is why the Most High is having all this come together, because he has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. All right, so what the Most High is basically, he's going to gather all these nations together so he can destroy them and he can establish our kingdom, all right? And the remnant of them people and the elites that's going to hide themselves in the holes and the clefts of the rocks, all right, we're going to gather them together, all right, and we're going to actually put them into captivity, because Isaiah 14:2, 1 through I believe it's 4 or 5, where it basically tells you that we're going to take them captive, whose captives we were, man. All right. Yep. This is Isaiah 34:4. It says, "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved." All right, talking about them. Matter of fact, let's start at let's start at 1, man. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein in the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them, and he have delivered them to the slaughter." Right. That's why this whole thing is going to take place. As the Most High is going to destroy all these armies, so we can come once we come down after that destruction, because we're going to go up in chariots. All right. And we're going to come back down and put all you people in order, man. But first, the Most High have to destroy these armies, because nukes are going to get shot off. A lot of people are going to be destroyed, but the Most High going to come back in the middle of World War III in the Middle Eastern area where all these armies will be, and he's going to basically slaughter them like we just read. He's delivering them to the slaughter. So that's why all these things are taking place. All right, verse 3 says, "Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood." Man, right? So it's going to be a big slaughter, man. All right. You read Revelation and you read 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. All right, starting at verse 4, and it basically tells you that. I think it's verse 4 or verse 8, and it says, "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." And basically, when they're talking about that scroll, Because if you Google like a nuclear missile being shot out for a missile landing, it basically goes up into a big mushroom cloud. And that's what it's speaking about the heavens being rolled together as a scroll. All right. And it says, all their hosts shall fall down as the leaves falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. All right. So this is when them nuclear missiles hit, man. Everything gonna shake, man. The scriptures talk about this whole earth, being that big earthquake, man. That big loud noise, man. It's gonna be from them nuclear missiles hitting, man. It's gonna make everything shake up because this place is supposed to be hit with 200 million missiles, man. All right, it's gonna be a lot of missiles. Verse 5, it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse, the judgment, talking about Esau, all right? You're the people of the Most High curse because you basically got leprosy, man. You don't have no pigment in your skin, all right? So this is your judgment. Verse 6, it says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood, and it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah, a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, man, talking about you Edomites. All right. Verse 7, it says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks and the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. Verse 8, there's a point, and it says, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, in the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion, man. So all this is due to, the things that the oppression and affliction that you have done to our people, man. All right. So this is why everything is going to happen. That's why we're getting ourselves together spiritually right now, so we can, so the Most High can destroy these people and set us up, man. All right, but we have to change the way that we think, man. We have to fully submit to the Lord, man. Come, let our eye be single towards His truth. All right. Let's get Ezekiel. All right. Get Ezekiel, then basically close out, man. I'm just happen to be up a little bit later than usual, and basically seeing this come across my timeline, and I said I got to do a lesson on it now. All right. So excuse me if I'm seem like I'm kind of rushing. It's just a little late. It says Ezekiel 38:1. It says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. All right, talking about that's referring to Russia. It says, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, and chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. All right, and it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine armies, horsemen and horsemen, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. So it's basically talking about militaries, armies. All right, the Most High is going to put that hook in a jaw, give them that old Soviet Union spirit. All right, and because Putin is not flattered at all about none of this, man. That's one actually. What Trump has done is that's his allies, man. All right, he basically their big brother. He's going to come to their defense. All right. Verse 5 says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar in the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. So it's talking about these different armies that's going to basically come together to get ready to come against U.S., all right, which is known as Babylon the Great. Verse 7, it says, be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And so Russia is going to be a guard to these smaller nations over there, man. So Russia, it's not the end of it's not the end of this by Trump doing what he did, killing that general. It's not the end of it, man. You're gonna like it says, Trump, Vladimir Putin is basically going to be a small guard to these other countries, man. That's why he supplies them with military might, nuclear capability. He gives them missiles, all these different things, man. Because what? He's going to come to their defense. That's his. Iran is an ally of Vladimir Putin, man. All right, so let's read that again. Verse 7, it says, be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. After many days thou shalt be visited in the latter years, thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations that and they should dwell safely, safely all of them. All right, because the scriptures speak about the Most High delivering us and gathering us from all nations where we were scattered and abroad at, and putting us back in our land, and we gonna dwell safely, man. Because we gonna put all you other nations in subjection, man. Right after that's why the Most High, when you read this, it's speaking about all these different nations coming together, all these different armies meeting up in that valley Jehoshaphat. All right, where it tells you in Second Esdras, so the Most High can basically judge all these nations. All right, and like we read in Joel, says this is the time where he's going to bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, where he's going to deliver us. We basically going to have that second Exodus, all right? Matter of fact, it speaks about it in Jeremiah, the 16th chapter, man, when you read it. I think it's 16 and 15. Yeah, it's Jeremiah 16 and 15. It says, but the Lord liveth. Let's start at 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall be no more said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he driven them, and will bring them again into their own land that I gave unto their fathers, man. So and we're in the land of north, we're in North America. All right, so we're going to get delivered from this. This is going to be talked about how we talking about Egypt. This is going to be the new Passover. All right, and we're going to celebrate this in the kingdom, because this is going to be the greatest. You thought Exodus was something the first time, and this is going to be extraordinary, man, because the Most High is going to be like a fireworks show, man, because all these nukes going to go off. All right, you're going to have chariots coming in to save the elect in the 1/3. All right, and this place is going to be destroyed, man. And it's going to be a memorial for forever. Babylon's going to be one big memorial site. How somebody die and you go have a visual. All right, the one big memorial, and this is what this place is going to represent. It's going to be forever on fire, on burning. All right, that's why the Most High is gathering these different nations together. So it doesn't surprise us that DJ Trump, he's in that office and he has that big bad bully on the block type of spirit. Is good because the Most High giving him that spirit. Matter of fact, let's go to Proverbs 21. It's 21:1. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, and as a river of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So that's why Trump is doing what he's doing, because he's basically he's being controlled by the Most High. All right, Trump is a puppet for the elites, and the elites are puppets for the Most High. All right, so it's nothing that they can do, man. Nobody can resist the will of the Most High. So it's no coincidence that Trump he's the guy who's basically heading this whole thing right now, man. He's fucking steering the wheel right in towards prophecy. All right, so this is beautiful that this stuff is taking place, because we're almost out of here, and it's almost time for us to be delivered, man, and good. So that's for Akim, man. Just keep on pushing. Keep on continuing to do more of the same things we've been doing, man. Getting our spirit right, reading more, praying more, fasting more, praying for other brothers, and just being occupied in prophecy, and because we almost out of here. All right. With that, I'm gonna close out. Give all praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and teachers his truth and rule well. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing his word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.